Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Rex Flipper Dungeon, as I call it now until I get my cave finished. Today I have three different topics that I want to talk about, and that is Mercari, how they have shot themselves in the foot; WhatNot, how crowded it is getting and with too many shows going on at one time; and eBay, to me, how wonderful it has been, but could be better. Please don't forget to hit that like button, and if you have not subscribed to my channel, please hit that subscribe button below. First thing I want to go over, first thing I want to do is go over some sales I've had this past week, including Father's Day weekend. I had planned on showcasing all the Revereware coffee pots on my WhatNot show tonight that I'm selling on assignment, but I sold them all but one in the last week. I only got one left. First item that I sold was the only electric coffee pot I had by Revereware, and it sold for $20.50, and the buyer was all in at $34.35. That was followed up with another Revereware stovetop coffee pot, which the rest of them I have will be stovetop, and that sold for $24.99. Buyer was all in at $37.16. Then I had a rare Disney Epcot Studios canvas tote bag. Had pockets on the front, nice and clean. Sold for $47.95. We only paid $2 for it. $47.95, and the buyer was all in at $56.58. The next item is one of my Hard Rock pins I've been selling. This is the Hard Rock Hotel 2005 Orlando Red Corvette, and it sold for $16.50. Buyer was all in at $22.06. And the next thing I have is Star Wars Clone Wars dessert party napkins for birthday parties. I bought these from Peculiar Finds. I bought the whole case for $10 from her, and I sold one of the packs for $7.50. Buyers all in at $13.12. Now I want to talk about how I believe that Mercari has shot himself in the foot. When I first signed up on Mercari, they had selling fees, and they weren't that bad at all. But now they've removed the selling fees for the seller, which sounds great on paper. However, they have to put all the fees on the buyers. I was averaging about 3 to 4 sales a month, which isn't much, but I was averaging 3 to 4 sales a month before the change about 4 months ago. Since then, I have only had 2 sales total, and none over the past 3 months. Now, I would rather pay for a seller fee and have sales than not have any sales at all. What do you think? Let me know how you feel in the comments below. Now I'm going to go over a few more items I sold on eBay this last week. I had a lot of 2 vintage hammer forged Solingen pocket knives with turquoise handle. Now these pocket knives were made in Germany. We put them out there at bid. We started them around $50 at bid, and they ended up selling for $81. And buyers all in at $92.35. Then we had a lot of 34 vintage The Babysitter's Club paperback books by Ann Martin. They sold for $21, and the buyers all in at $35.03. Then we had a vintage 1998 Iron Maiden Holding Limited Virtual Tour shirt. That's a t-shirt. We paid $2 for this shirt, and we sold it for $52. Again, that was on bid, and buyers all in at $58.83. $58.83. The next item we had is another coffee pot. 1801 Revereware stainless copper bottom coffee pot. This is a stovetop pot. Sold it for $21.99. Buyer was all in at $30.24. And then followed it up with another coffee pot, same model, $21.99. Buyer was all in at $31.65. Then I had two Hard Rock Cafe pens, one from Taipei and one from Kuala Lumpur. These sold for $23 in a bundle deal, and the buyer was all in at $30.04. Then we had a vintage Matchbook Galleria wooden matchbook display rack. These sold for $12. The buyer was all in at $24.06. Then I had a vintage brass metal fly insect ashtray. We sold it for $15.53, and buyer was all in at $24.09. Then getting into some more Revereware, I had an Art Deco Revereware tray, cream and sugar, stainless steel. Sold for $19.99. Buyer was all in at $27.94. Then I sold two coffee pots. The Revereware stainless copper bottom coffee pot. Both of these sold for $21.99, and on both of them the buyers were all in at $35.69. Then I had another 10-cup coffee pot, which I sold for $19.99, and buyer was all in at $30.43. And then another coffee pot, sold for $21.99. Buyers all in at $32.29. As you can tell, I sold quite a few coffee pots here this last week. Next item we had was an older Worldwide Sportsman hat. It had number 67 on it. Factory frayed. And we sold this hat for $10. Buyers all in at $16.16. Then I had a Disney Park Star Wars Stormtrooper drinking cup with a hinged lid. Now I've had this item for a while, and we finally got somebody to buy it for $10.50. A buyer was all in at $17.58. Then I had two more coffee pots. One for $21.99, all in at $32.29. The other one at $21.99. Buyers all in at $31.83. And then I had a Key West, Florida White Mountain puzzle that was sealed, and this came from the same man that I got all this Revereware from, and that sold for $31.50, and buyer was all in at $41.50. Now I want to talk to you about WhatNot. WhatNot sounded like a great idea when I first heard about it, and I was really excited to get on and start having my shows. First couple of shows I sold a couple items, but then on my third show I had a great show. I sold a lot of items on that third show. Then from that point on, it's had its ups and downs, mostly down. One of the problems is that now everybody is on there, and you have too many shows going on at one time. As you can see in my examples I have on the screen, and this shows only one category. Another problem I have is that a lot of people are on there just looking for giveaways. WhatNot should not allow people to win giveaways if they have not purchased anything from the seller. What people don't realize is that the seller has to pay the shipping plus buy whatever they are giving away. Another problem with this, and I have discussed this with other sellers, is that people will pop in to your show, see if you have a giveaway, and then they pop back out. The problem with this is you don't know who's in your show and who's not. If you have 3 or more people in there, you don't know who's in there unless they let you know that they are there. WhatNot needs to come up with a system that will show you who is remaining in your show and who has left. I am contemplating going to just doing private shows, but the problem here is that you need to let the people know that you invite, that they have to click on the link in the invite to view your show, to enter your show. So what do you think about that? Again, leave any comments or suggestions in the comment section below. Now, a couple more sales I had the past week. I had a Slinging Hooks trucker cap by Richardson. Now, Richardson is also the company that makes the hats that I have done for my Rex Flipper hats, promotional hats. Now, I sold this hat for $9.99, and buyer was all in at $15.26. And the final item was a Hard Rock Cafe, 30 years, established in London, 1971. And it sold for $16.50. The buyer was all in at $21.51. So as you can tell, I've had a pretty good week on eBay, even though I spent Father's Day in the emergency room with pneumonia. Was basically bedridden for about a week. eBay has a great platform, no matter what you might hear other people say and what you might hear on YouTube. They have gotten a little out of hand with their seller fees. My suggestion is that for the sellers that have a store subscription, should receive a bigger discount than what they're getting. I'm paying $59.95 a month for my store, and I should get between 100 to 150 seller fees waived. Again, let me know how you feel and leave comments or suggestions in the comments below. Thank you for watching today, and don't forget to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and without further ado, I bid you farewell, and God bless America.